always Catholic schools that I went to. You know, and I did quite well, really. But what I excelled at was English and art. You know, I was never interested in any of the other stuff, really. You know, even to this day, you know, I just kind of think, what use is Pythagoras' theory to me, you know, or hypotenuse triangles, you know, I mean, all this guff that kids are sort of, they're forced to participate in, even if they're not interested. So consequently, most of my time in the other lessons, you know, pay a bit of attention, but it was, you know, looking out the window, seeing what's going on down in the playground and elsewhere, you know. And even to this day, I still think education system is wrong, where there's this sort of production line of what children have to learn, and there's never ever going to be any use to them. You know, if a child takes an interest in something, then you focus on that interest and you don't do so much of the other stuff. And I believe that to this day, because, you know, it's useless to you. I've never used a Pythagoras theory, hypotenuse triangles. What use? Never in my life has it ever been any use. So what's the point in teaching, you know, stuff like that? You know, you just do the basics. If a child isn't interested, you do the basics to cover them, and then you focus them on the things that they're really good at, and you help encourage and develop them in those particular areas. That's the way it should work. You know, not this forced stuff. But yeah, art and English were definitely my favourite subjects, and if I couldn't be found anywhere else, it would usually be in the art studio. And I had a very very good teacher in terms of art and creativity, and he helped me develop, you know, artistic skills, which, you know, which I found very useful as I went on in life. But, you know, school was a riot, and I was still always in trouble, you know, no matter what I did. And yeah, I used to get whacked quite a lot. Didn't bother me. There was all kind of peer stuff that went on. I mean, in those days, you know, if you were a student and you pulled one of the female teachers, well, that was it. You were like hero for the rest of the year. You know, you want this, you have this. You know, all the other boys, you know, have our cigarettes. You know, have whatever you like. You know, you're our hero. That was it. It wasn't about abuse in those days. It was a kind of it was almost a rite of passage. You know, if you scored with one of the female teachers, mate, that's it. You were hero worshipped. You know, you were the bee's knees. You could do no further wrong with any of the other, you know, guys in the class or year or whatever it happened to be at that time. You know, it was seen as a rite of passage from, you know, adolescence into maturity. Yeah, good times. Apparently he liked to, you know, smooth oil or something on the boys' behinds afterwards, or, you know, whatever reason.